At the end of last year, you were out in Arizona. Can you
Yeah.
describe that trip and what you learned from it? Whether it's, learn about yourself or learn about the great land of Arizona.
Oh, and I actually remember talking. I went down there with Kylie for New Year's. We just needed to get out of Chicago and wanted some sun, and I love the desert. And I just love finding like random remote places. And Airbnb is a great tool for that, obviously.
Hmm.
So we found this like cute little bungalow, like studio, 1 bedroom-ish apartment, not apartment, but like house in Oracle, Arizona. Shout out to Oracle. Oracle is I actually don't even think it's a town anymore. It's about 45 minutes northeast of Tucson, Arizona. So we flew into Tucson,
Okay.
rented a car, and drove there. And it was the best vacation of my life. And I
Oh,
remember,
really?
yeah, I remember talking to Kylie like
Wow.
after this was over. I was like, that was like the best vacation I've ever been on. And I'm sure a lot of it had to do with it was like the first vacation during COVID. And it was everything that I wanted. I selfishly planned a lot of it. um, but it was yeah, it was everything I wanted. It was in the Southwest in the desert, so the climate was great. It was like 55, 60 and sunny every day. Um, we woke up with the sun. We made breakfast with like fresh ingredients and got this amazing like green salsa from like a dingy Mexican spot like right where we landed. Um, we went on a hike each day. We went to Saguaro National Park, which is beautiful. There was a state park about 5 minutes away. We like walked around the town. I'm making air quotes because it was just like this like I think maybe there were like 2,200 people, maybe less. But there was like a local cafe that we went to a couple times. And at night we cooked every meal. We made some really, really good food. But we had this like just like beautiful kind of schedule. We'd get up again, make breakfast, go for a hike or do an exercise, come back for a late lunch, have like a cocktail, maybe play cards or listen to music and watch the sunset over the mountains. And then we'd prep dinner, cook dinner, clean, and then go to bed early and do the same thing for the next day, and did that for 4 or 5 days. And it was great. It wasn't too short. It wasn't too long. And it was perfect. And it was just so simple. It was almost like camping. Like when you're camping and hiking, your life becomes very simple, right? It's basically get up, make breakfast, take down camp, hike, have lunch, set up camp when you find your campsite, make dinner, and enjoy like the outdoors. So
Yeah.
we were doing all that, but we just didn't have to set up camp every night. And we had the luxury, I say luxury, but it was, nothing fancy. It was the Airbnb itself wasn't anything fancy. It reminded me of like if a old retired academic like professor were to have like a
Okay.
cottage in a random part of Arizona, like this is where they would be. It was promoted as a like a mindfulness kind of retreat. If you're looking to like get away from the hustle and bustle of the
Okay.
city, go stay at this Airbnb, and it was exactly that. And so yeah, it was perfect. It was everything I wanted. It was just us two. Um, and again, maybe take it with a grain of salt because it was like the first vacation during quarantine, during the
Mhm.
pandemic, but it was perfect. And also one other thing I should point out is we did do a little bougie experience. That wasn't it wasn't all like rustic hiking and cottage Airbnb. We did like nice massages on
Okay.
New Year's at um, a nearby hotel, and so that was like really nice. And like yeah, we got like massages and had
That's
some
nice.
cocktails and like some snacks to do like a little high low. I'm into these like high low moments of like, oh, let's have like a really nice bottle of wine, but then like order pizza from like Joe's Pizza or something like that,
Yeah.
right? Like yeah, like let's go hiking and stay at this like really rustic Airbnb, but then like get like really nice massages and treatments one night. Um, and yeah, it was a simple a simple vacation, but it was great. And me, I just like love sitting there and like looking out into vast spaces. And I
Yeah.
did that for like 3 4 days straight. And I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, that was my Arizona, Oracle, Arizona. Again, shout out Oracle, Arizona.
You see a lot of
What?
stars out there
Oh yeah,
in the sky? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There were a couple overcast nights, unfortunately, but yeah, it was beautiful. Um, can't recommend enough. And yeah, trying to figure out how we can get back out to Arizona or New Mexico or Utah.
Hmm.
Utah's another place that I really love. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. It sounds very enjoyable.